Hi and welcome to this week's video. Let's get this cowl cover built and finished, ready to be fitted. Come on then, let's go. Right then, well these are the tools I'm currently using. This, which will dimple the end of the rods, already end of the slots you've already seen. Planishing hammer, ball peen hammer, metal rod, punch, file for deburring the various bits and pieces, pair of pliers, nibblers, the form you've already seen, and these two bits of plastic. So a sequel. This one's got a V in it. That just starts the shaping of the metal around the bar. That finishes it off, and then this edge could be used for dressing up into strange areas, or for like the front end there where you can't get on with it. So I've done some, not perfect. Needs a little bit of dressing around here just to make those a bit rounder, but I could do that once I've got all finished. I can put two bars in there, one on each side, and I can go back and use that tool. Hopefully should just finish rounding those off. But yeah, you'll see some of the process that I go through when I make a couple more of these up for you to look at. Okay, let's get started on this next one then, so you can see what I do. There, B blocks one. Okay, so I've been dressing these little fellows around a little bit, just to make them a little bit more even, all sanded, filed, used an angle grinder with a sanding disc on, and then if you can see, I've bowed them all out very slightly this way to help maintain the shape which I want going around the front of the aircraft. So all I'm going to do now is I'm just going to put this little lot on to a polishing wheel and polish it down. I've trimmed the edges down to their sort of final size, and those edges have been deburred accordingly, and we're ready to go. So they'll have holes drilled in them once I've cut out the fiberglass, and I've worked out the exact points I want to put the holes. So I'll crack on and do a bit of polishing. There it is, roughly polished. It still needs finishing polish, which I'll do after I've got everything ready for it to be riveted on. It'll be grippered, and then I'll cut out the hole in the actual fiberglass. I'll gripper this into position, make sure it all fits, and then I'll put this to one side for a time until I do the rest of the modifications to the fiberglass, and I'll rivet this on after I've painted the cowl itself. So that hole there is into thin air on the cowl currently, because there's quite a big hole sort of in that area, which was I'll blank off part of with a composite repair. I just cut it a little bit wider than I needed to when I was making clearance for a lump on the engine, so I can sort that a little bit out. And but I'll drill this all the way through, and I'll set it with Cleco just to make sure it all conforms nicely, as I said. And then I'll put this to one side, cut out the fiberglass, on the cowl, and this can go on and off, I suppose, a few times if necessary for the intake for the actual oil cooler itself. But we're nearly there. A couple more steps and we'll be finished. Well, there we go. It's grippered in place, drilled and grippered into place. You sort of see I've got to take the fiberglass out from behind. You can sort of see how the standoff is allowing. There's clearance between here and that protruding section, between here and the heads of those bolts and the oil pump itself. So in theory that should just about do it. And look at it on the side, it doesn't look too bad at all. There we go. Really, that's it for that. We'll take the cowl off and cut around. So the next task, which will start in the next video, will be hopefully fitting the oil cooler, or getting the brackets sorted out for the back end of for the actual mounting of the oil cooler itself. Yeah, I don't think I'll get it all done in 1 week at the moment, the way things are going, but we'll see. We'll plod on a little bit every day, always helps. But I will cut out the front of the cowl. Well, I think I'll probably wait until the next video. I'm running out of week rapidly. Well, that's it for this week. I had hoped to do a little bit more after getting to the point where I've got it gripped up onto the front of the cowl. But I had a little bit of disaster. Something dropped off the shelf and has gone through the covering, which sharp object, nasty corner on it, quite heavy. So I've got a repair to do on the covering at some point, and I've been doing some other bits and pieces, getting things ready for our aircraft at work, so that's taken a bit of time. But all in all, still made some progress, got this to the point where it could now be riveted on. I'm going to sort of call it pretty much quits there. I've got to cut the hole out on the cowl itself. But the next bits I'm going to be doing on the cowl will be the trailing edge lip, and trying to work out a bit of mojo on that after the little incident back there. But I'll get on to do something. I'll pull myself together, honest. So there'll be something else for you to look at next week. So keep yourselves well, and I'll catch you then. Bye now. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the thumbs up. You can subscribe or even hit the little bell notification for future videos. Any comments would be appreciated, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. Remember, go fly and feel the sky.